Hey guys, welcome to another WordPress and Elementor tutorial. Today we're going to be building this website for traders, but do not worry. You don't have to build this exact website, but you will learn how to build a website, how to design a template, and how to even look at another website online and build it using WordPress and Elementor. The aim of this tutorial, this video, is not necessarily to build this specific website, but really to teach you how to build a website, like we've said. So we're going to teach you how to get this template, how to get set up. We're going to teach you how to edit the template for your liking. We're also going to teach you how to be on the internet, see a website that you like, and rebuild it here on WordPress with Elementor. The idea is that we know that as a business owner, you need a beautiful website. You do not want to be bothered with building multiple websites. So what we're going to be doing is I'm thinking of making this website template available for download for free. It's going to be in the description below. And if you do not want to build this website by yourself, then you can just go ahead and hire our team for $1,500 per month. This will get you the website. This will also get you some digital marketing, so your website is working for you 24/7 to build your business. Actually, I'm going to make the template available for free. If Astra, if the developers have a problem with that, then I'll take it down. So this template is going to be available for free. So here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to get your website set up like this. It's not the same as in the template. It's very similar, but it's not the same. We're going to teach you how to edit this template so that it fits your business and your liking. We're going to teach you how to build a website page. So we built the FAQ page. All right. The FAQ page is built. We are going to teach you how to do that. We are also going to teach you how to add links to your buttons. We're also going to teach you how to make your website responsive. That means that whether it's a desktop, it's a mobile device, or it's a tablet computer, your website will look beautiful and it will work. We're going to teach you how to add a link to this button at the top. We're going to teach you how to make a lead form and lead generation capabilities into your website. So at 3 a.m., while you're asleep, having a good night's rest, your company, your business is growing because your website is generating leads for your business 24/7. We are going to teach you how to make this form. And remember, guys, this template is going to be available for download for free in the description below. So have no worries. Everything will be done right here. If you do not want to build a website, yet again, you can hire a team for $1,500 per month to build this website for you or a similar website and get you some digital marketing, or you can build a complete online business starting at $5,000 per month. All right, guys, let us get started in this tutorial. If you like what you're seeing, if you're excited, go ahead and help us on our journey. That's the only thanks we need. Help us on our journey to hitting 10,000 subscribers by hitting subscribe, liking, commenting, and sharing it with your friend or family who could use a website for their business. Thank you, guys. Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome to another WordPress tutorial by Zeilhan. Today we're going to be building a WordPress website for traders. So those are going to be your construction workers, plumbers, electricians, you name it. So in this website tutorial, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to teach you how to build a website. I'm going to complete the website off screen, give you a tour of the completed website after I've completed it, which happens after I've taught you how to build a website. And I'm going to make the website files available for free. The reason why I'm doing this is because I know that a lot of people watching these videos are watching it so that they can get a website set up for their business, for their company, and they might not want to be web developers. All right. So there's that part. And for those of us who want to be web developers, you're going to learn how to develop the website since I'm going to be teaching that. Now, after I give you this website template for free, the link is going to be in the description below. It's going to be on our website. You just need to opt into our email to get the password and so on. So let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to be starting from the WordPress dashboard. And for a short while, this website is going to be available so you can view it. We are going to take a look at our website just to see what we have working with right now. All right. And this is the default theme for WordPress. So this is a 2024 theme or 2024 theme. So we're going to be changing from this to this beautiful website on Astra. All right. This is the website template that we're going to be using. We're going to edit it. We're going to add some more functions and more features, and then we're going to go from there. All right, now. So to get started, the first thing that we need to do is we need to ensure that our permalinks are set up properly. And this is just some side preparation steps. So we're going to go to settings, permalinks actually. Then we'll go to settings general. We have the wrong permalink set up. We want a post name permalink. And this is just good for ensuring that your site is easy to be found by search engines. So go to settings, permalinks, ensure post name is clicked. If it's already clicked, you don't need to change anything. Go ahead and click save changes. If you want website host recommendations, we have some affiliate links in our description. They won't charge you anything extra, but we do make a small commission. By the way, guys, go ahead and hit subscribe if you're liking the video so far. Our goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers because, that's kind of a huge thing on YouTube. The large channels, like 0.1% of channels go over 10,000. So let's hit 10,000 subscribers. So now that our permalinks are set up, we are going to go to settings general to ensure everything is to our liking. We can change the site title and our blog name and so on. Not important at this stage. We can change the time zone and so on. Not something we're going to be worried with at this stage. Something else that I like to do is I like to change the color of my WordPress dashboard. And that's just because I am kind of weird. So we go to users, profile. I am going to use the modern one. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and use Ocean. I don't use this very often. So let's use Ocean. And we're just going to update. There we go. Now we need to change the way our website looks and feels. And the way that we're going to do this is by using two things. We're going to use what's called a theme, and we're going to use what's called a plugin. In very simple terms, a theme is like the blueprint for your website. It is going to dictate how your website look at the core, the structure of it, the overall look of it. So if you have a blueprint for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, that's how the house is going to be, regardless of the paint color that you use, if you put in AC or not, if you use ceramic versus porcelain tiles, or if it's powered by solar, wind, or electricity. So that's the theme, the blueprint of the house. The plugin, however, is the added functionality. And the easiest way to think of a plugin is like installing an app on your phone. The app adds more functionality to your cell phone or your smartphone. It's the same thing with a plugin. So we want to change the way our website looks. We're going to be changing the theme. So before we can get started here, we just need to go back to our dashboard. So if you're on the website page, you just go to my blog, dashboard. I already have my dashboard open, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue. You go to appearance, themes, and we're going to see a few themes installed. We only need a 2024 active, so we're going to delete all the others. It is good practice to delete themes because you don't want to have something on your website that you're not using. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete this theme and the 2022 theme as well. We have deleted. We're going to add a new theme. The theme that we're going to be using is the Astra theme. It's right here under popular. If you don't find it, you just go to search themes and Google, search Astra after going to appearance themes, add themes. Astra is right here. Install, activate. There we go. The next thing that we need to do is install a plugin. Now, the reason why we're going to just pause for a second is this is the way our website looked. All right. This is how it looked. Now we install, and this is because it was using the 2024 theme. Now we've installed the Astra theme. We're going to notice our website looks different. The content is going to be different as well. So let's just go back here, visit site, open a new tab, put that to the right. And this is how our website now looks, all because we changed the theme. Now we're going to go from this to this in a few clicks. How do we do that? Well, we're going to go back to our dashboard. All right, so from here, you can go to my blog dashboard, or you already have the dashboard open. So I'm going to click here back on dashboard. Two ways we can go about this. After we've activated the Astra theme, there is a notification that says, thanks for installing the Astra theme. Get started with ready-made templates. We can go ahead and install starter sites. If you don't see this message, so I'm just going to close it. If you see this message, go ahead and click on install starter sites. I'm going to close it. And let's say you don't see it. You're going to go to plugins, add new, and you're going to type, all right, so we're going to type in Astra starter sites. I have a tab right here. All right. It's right here, starter templates, Elementor WordPress Beaver Builder templates. Let's go, and it's by Brainstorm Force. Let's go ahead and install. It is installed. We are going to activate it, and this is going to add the first powerful functionality to our website. The page builder that we're going to be using is Elementor. It is the most popular page builder in the world at the moment, and it's very easy to learn. We have tutorials on Elementor in our description, and we're also going to be having an Elementor tutorial in the future available for free on our website at zeilhan.com. Now that we're here, we can go ahead. By the way, today is actually Black Friday. While this is being recorded, it's going to be edited and uploaded in a few days. So that's why we have some Halloween and Black Friday themes here. Now that we've taken a look, because you can scroll around and take a look at all these templates. The ones that say premium, you have to pay for them. All the others are free. We're going to be using a free template. Feel free to go ahead and get a premium template. There are also premium links to other premium templates in the description. Affiliate links, we do get a commission if you go ahead and purchase. It costs you nothing extra. So you can use our affiliate links if you want. If you don't want, that's perfectly fine. We only want you to subscribe to our channel for future videos. And this is the one that we're going to be using actually. This is the template that we're going to be using. Construction company. But let's say you can't find it. Here's how you're going to find it. You're going to go all the way to the top of the website. So you're going to go to business, construction, and it's going to be right here. We're going to click on this one. We are going to upload our logo. Click here and select file. We are uploading our logos. I'm going to be using my business logo from Zeilhan. I'm just going to try this white logo, see if that works. Go ahead and select. It's right here. That's very good. The logo width, I need a little bit bigger. That looks all right. We are going to continue. The default colors. Now, the default colors are going to be the default colors that most closely represent the color palette for my dad's construction company, which is actually yellow and blue. Yellow, blue, and white. So I'm going to be not going to use this one. This one that is default is pretty nice, but it's not the one that I want to use. I want to use this color palette. So if you click here, you're going to notice a few changes across the entire website. So just go ahead and click. And that's beautiful. Let's continue. The font is going to change the look and feel of your website drastically. So let's play around with this a bit so you can understand what I mean. So if you change the font to Playfair Display and Source Sans Pro, this is how your website looks. Doesn't look very good for construction. All right, let's try Poppins and Lato, which is actually pretty good. But the one I'm going to go with is Nunito. Is there one with Nunito? Actually going to go with Roboto because I know Roboto isn't going to work for this one. Try Meriwether and Inter, not a good fit. Monsterrat and Lato, that's pretty good. How about Rubik and Carla? Rubik and Carla actually looks good for a modern design for a website. It doesn't look very construction-y, it looks more techy. So let's try something else. Open Sans and Work Sans. It's actually nice. I like Open Sans and Work Sans. So we're going to go with Open Sans and Work Sans as the font combination. We can change this in the future. I'll show you how. So we're just going to go ahead and continue and fill out my name. My name is Jabez Roberts. I am WordPress expert and I am building a website for my client. I do not want your newsletters, and hit subscribe. So submit and build my website. It's going to take about 30 seconds, guys, or 16 seconds actually. So you see that? It took us just 12 seconds to build this website. Now check it out. We are going to go back to we're just going to go ahead and view website. So let's just go here. So this is where we started. Then we installed Astra, we got here. And now this is where we are. This is our actual website at this moment, guys. As a matter of fact, I'm going to close the starter templates. Let's close it. This is our website at the moment. All right. And this is very beautiful for our website. As this is, you can go ahead and put this on your server and you'll be perfectly fine just to change the information. So we're going to show you how to change the information, edit your website, and so on. I'm going to keep this color palette going forward. So to start editing your website, we're just going to click Edit with Elementor. But before we get there, let's go back to our dashboard. So now that we're back on the dashboard, there are a few things I want you to take note of. First, we have a few more options here, and that is just because at this point, we have installed not only a theme, but the theme has gone ahead and installed some plugins. Now, if we go ahead and look at our installed plugins, we didn't look at this before, but these are the plugins that are there. Now, we don't need Ask Akismet and we don't need Hello Dolly. We're going to go ahead and delete those. And deleting those will remove them. We have all these plugins installed, and these are all we're going to need to get started. So we're going to go to Pages, All Pages. We have several pages here. The thing that I want you guys to know is that there are two ways I'm going to teach you how to build this website. All right. The first way is going to be how to actually build the website, and the second is going to be how to edit the template. We're going to start by learning how to edit the template because that's the easiest part. So to start with learning how to edit this template, you go to Pages, All Pages, and you click Edit with Elementor. You can click Edit, then click Edit with Elementor. If you want to add a new page, we're going to learn how to do that once we start to learn how to build a website. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at another website that is designed perhaps with Elementor or WordPress or not, and we're just going to build that website. So to get started, we're just going to edit the home page very quickly, very easy. So I'm going to go to Edit, provided that you don't see the Edit with Elementor button, and we're going to click close this off. We don't need to watch that. We don't need to go through that, but we can if we would like. Then we go with Edit with Elementor. So this is where it gets fun. Now, Elementor is what's called a page builder, and it's called a WYSIWYG editor. So it's like what you see, WYSI is what you get, WYG. Now, very easy to use. Just going to go ahead and continue. And we don't need to worry too much about that. If you want to get this navigator, you can go right here, click to turn it off, click to turn it on, and that's that. Now, what I want you guys to learn is that it's very easy to build a website with Elementor. All right, what you see is what you get. So let's say that we want to change the text from Build Your Dream, Vision Got Larger to Brisbane's Best Plumber. All right. So we're going to click on Build Your Dream to click right here, Brisbane, and Brisbane is in Australia. Best plumbing, home plumbing. And this is going to be good for SEO. Home plumbing. We are going to say the company is called Brisbane Plumbers. So aptly named. Using my dad's company would be a good idea here. Brisbane's Plumbing. All right. And that's the name of the company. We have a logo. All right. This is my company logo, but you can go ahead and change your logo. I'll show you how to do that at the end. What you guys can do is you can look at the channel chapters below to find different parts of the tutorial. So I'm going to add the channel, the episode chapters or the timestamps for the episode to find with different parts. So if you want to change the logo right away, you can click on that. So that is how you're going to change a text. This is called a header. And you have different sizes. This is H3. This is H1. The H1 is the most important. It's at the title of your page, the title of your document. It tells the search engine what it's about. The H2 supports the H1 in that it's a subheading of a different section. And the H3 tends to be a subheading of the H2. In this case, the H3 is acting as a subheading of the H1. That's just a very simple way of going about it. We also have a text editor right here. And you can go ahead and edit this if you would like. You can go ahead and click on services or contact us. So these are called call to actions, but mainly they're just buttons, really. And this button is going to carry to the services page, and this one is going to carry to the contact us page. Let's show you how to do that. We're going to add a button. No, just editing the template at this stage. That's all we're doing. So to change where this goes, let's say that we don't want to go to the contact us page. We don't want to go to the services page. We want to go to the projects page. Let's try that. So we're going to click on the button. We're going to change the text from our services to our projects. If you can type, you can get it done. We are going to change the link from a hash, delete that. We're going to type projects, or we can paste the URL to the page that we want, the projects page up here. We're going to click on that. All right, so you could have also pasted the URL. That works as well. And when you're finished and you want to save your changes, you click update. If you've made a change that you're not very proud of, you can click right here to say history, and you can go ahead and change what you've done. Then once you're satisfied, you click update. But we don't want to do that. I want to go back to everything that we've been doing so far. Now that we have that out of the way, let's see how to change this picture right here. So there's a picture in the background. We might not like it. Let's try to select another picture. So we're going to find a free picture online. I'm going to Pixabay. So you might have your own pictures that you want to use. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to download one. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go to construction. This perhaps could be good, but I'm going to go ahead with this one. Click here. I'm going to download 1280 by 770. Once we have downloaded that, we're going to go back to our website. We are going to right click, edit section, go to style, click on image, which is the background type right here. So we go to background type, which is classic, no pictures. Click on that, choose image. We are going to upload files. Once you've found the location of your pictures, you go ahead and click here. You're going to open. That's going to add it to your website's database. You are going to select it to insert that picture, and that is good. Now, the thing that I want you guys to know rather quickly, let's learn some SEO real quick. Let's say that your business is in the business of plumbing. So you are plumbing and you're located in Brisbane, Australia. A good alt text tells the search engine what you do and where. So you're going to say best plumber. I learned to type, guys, in Brisbane, Australia, in Brisbane. The title is going to be the name of your business. So this was Brisbane's plumbing. So put a hyphen for the space, services. All right. And the caption is going to be very similar to the alt text, but we don't need that. We're going to use it for the description. And you can do it for the caption as well. And this is what SEO is going to be giving the search engine more information about your image so that it knows what search terms to connect your image with. When someone searches for Brisbane plumbers, this image is going to appear and it's going to link back to your website and get your website more traffic. More website traffic being converted is going to give you more leads. Leads become customers or clients. Clients or customers become revenues and profits and business growth. That is how it works. So we're going to go ahead and select. Let's go ahead and upload this. That seems perfectly fine. We notice that there is a kind of orange hue over the image. So we can change that. One of the more popular is called background overlay. So the image is in the background and there's something over the background. Hence we have a background overlay. One of the popular colors that is often used in a background overlay is black. So I'm going to show you how that works. But first, let me just update so I can roll back my changes in a click or two. We're going to still edit section, style, background overlay at this time. This is the color that we're using here. This is the color. We're going to change this to something that's really black. All right. And that's how we normally do it. So there's that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and reload my changes because I do not want to change that. All right. So that is how you're going to be editing your template. Now, the other part that I need you to learn. So this is what's called a hero. It is above the fold. So whenever you buy a newspaper or a gleaner, as they call it in my country, I'm from Jamaica, by the way, guys. When you buy the paper, it's normally folded, right? So the area that is seen when it's folded is called above the fold. It means you don't have to unfold the paper to see the rest. That is a part of the paper that sells the paper. This is called above the fold on your website. And this above the fold is containing what's called a section. Now you see this purple-ish area that's outlined. This is a section. So you're going to have the section. In a section, you can add a Flexbox. We can add grids later. I'll show you how to do that. The direction column. So what this means, here's the thing, guys. So we already explained this in terms of how this works and what it means. What I want you to do is you can go to the description below and there will be videos linked to explain what are Flexbox, what are containers, etc., etc. Go ahead and watch those tutorials. When you watch those tutorials, you'll get a better understanding, but I'll explain. This just tells you when you create your container or right? So go ahead and create it. And within the container, you're going to add content. We're going to rebuild this section by just looking at it. And this is also a part of the web development part, like teaching you how to develop. So you can go ahead and edit, just click on it and change the text. We know you can do that. All right. We know you can do that. We can go ahead and just right click, edit image box and change the image and whatever the case might be. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to rebuild this section so you can have an understanding of how sections work. So we're going to click add, and we're going to say that the flow of the information is down. All right, it's down. But first, what I need to do is I need to activate grids. All right, so I'm going to save this. Click here, site settings, additional settings, features. Just activate everything I'm activating. I'm going to go ahead and activate that. I'm going to activate this. We don't need that, don't need that. We're going to go ahead and activate that. I also optimize DOM output. Not sure we need that. Flexbox, activate, swipe the library. And we're going to save changes. And now that our changes have been saved, we're going to go back to what we've been working on. We are going to see if it's automatically added or if we need to refresh. Let's see. Yeah, we need to refresh. So let's go ahead and save, ensure that it's updated. And we are going to refresh. So now that it's refreshed, here's what we're going to do. We're going to rebuild the section. So we're going to go ahead and click add. We notice that the first is a subheading and a heading. It is in a nested container. Our flow of information is top down. All right. So we're going to use a Flexbox because we notice that everything is stacked on top of the other, although at this part, it's beside each other. So it's a combination of both. And this is how you build a website, guys. So we know that we have a subheader and a header on top of each other in one half, and in the other half, we have a button. This is a button, believe it or not. So guys, this is going to be a little bit tricky to build. All right. So here's where it's going to be a little bit tricky to build. This is built using the old way. Now we have containers. Before that, we had sections. So if you click here, it says edit section. And if you click here, it says edit container. We can convert this to a container by clicking convert, but we're not going to do that. We just need to, because we're going to be able, at the end of the tutorial, to look at a website somewhere else and like the design of that website, whether it's built with WordPress or not. And we're going to build that website, right? So how we're going to do this now, we have to realize that we have two sections here. This is an intersection. We're using containers. So we need to have a section that has the flow of information, the flow of data, or the content left to right. And we're going to have two of those. So we have two containers beside each other. And the flow of data or content in those containers are going to be top down. So we're going to have two containers. The first one is going to have the information or the contents going left to right, so we can have them side by side. So we're going to click here, drag a container, and the flow of information is left to right, horizontal. All right, so now that we have the flow of information left to right, we're going to pull in two more containers beside each other. We can just go ahead and duplicate. And this is this section. This is the left and this is the right. We know that this is a button. So I'm just going to go ahead and create that button for you guys. Click here, button, drag, and right there. We are going to change the button to view all. All right. We are going to change the link to the projects page. Projects. We need to have the button be all the way at the bottom. So we're going to click right here, edit container. We are going to say at the end, and we also need it to be at the end. All right. Now we need to change the look. The button needs an icon. It needs to have an arrow upon hover. So I'm going to go to library. We need to have an arrow to the right. There we go. The arrow is going to come after. I'm going to put some space between. Then I'm going to change the style. So the background should be transparent at this time. All right. So if you look here, you notice that you can see the arrow, it's white. And if you look here, it's not. But I'll show you how to do that. The next is that we hover. We want to change the color to the theme color. All right, so there's that. And there should be no border, no nothing. All right, that's good. All right, no, all right. So that's a button right there. And the reason why it looks different is because the background is white. We haven't changed the background to white just yet. Now we need to add two headers here. We're gonna click here. We're gonna add heading, and we can call this "Build Your Dream." All right. After we do that, we can add another header. We call this "Quality Services." Services. This is going to be perhaps a H3. We need it a little bit smaller. All right, that looks good. You just eye test it, guys, because when you're building from another website, you won't be able to copy and paste style. We have quality services. That's good. That's good. Let's change the background of this container to a full white as it should be. And there's white. I know you can see that it's not there. I know it's there. Now it's there. All right, that's good. Now, the next thing that we need to have right here is we need to have what's called an image box. So if you don't know what these are, you just go ahead and hover over it until you see that purple pencil. You go to the purple pencil, you right click, edit image box. So we're going to need to have a section beneath this section, a container actually. In that container, the information flows left to right, or the content flows left to right. So let's go ahead and click here. We are going to drag and drop a container right here. No, it's going to be a little bit hard. So what we can do is we can click navigator, and we need the container to be beneath this container, right? And so we have this container where we want it. I'm going to go ahead and remove the navigator. The contents need to flow left to right. So I'm going to go ahead and edit container, flow left to right. We need 3 image boxes. Click here, go down. Or well, we can actually just type image box to speed up our flow. So we click and paste this right here. Then we're going to duplicate this 3 times. After we duplicate this 3 times, we are going to see land mining, building staffs, and material supply. And that is how we go about it. So we go to land mining. Mining is spelled with 1, by the way, guys. I think. I don't know. Building and material. I'm going to go with excavator. Excavator. We are going to change the image. All right, so let's change the image for building. We know what to look for. It's this picture. I'm going to select it. And for land mining, oh wait, it's fine. It is fine. It's not the one that I want, but a excavator. And we select. Now, if you look at this, you realize that the images are way bigger than they are right here. 2 ways you can fix this. If it's a WordPress website you're building, you can just copy and you can paste style. Or what you can do is you can just right click, edit image box. The image size is full, so it can't be that. All right. We notice that the text here is to the left, so maybe it has something to do with that. So we're going to go to style, the image position to the left. That's not it. So we put that back right here. What about the alignment? We go right here. All right. The image, let's change it to the width of 100. And that is how they did that. Now that we've rebuilt it, what we can do, let's see, we did, yeah. We can just copy because we figured it out, and we can paste style. So we could be looking at a website that is not built on WordPress, and that is what we see. Now, we need another row of these. So we're not going to build it again manually. We're just going to duplicate this. And you can go ahead and change the text to consultancy, architecture, and crane services. I'm just going to change the images because we're not building the full site just yet. So that, and this, I hope, I do not know. And this, I hope, I do not know. And yes, so that is that. And we have rebuilt the sections somewhat. Now, the rest of it is just a matter of spacing. So we go to edit container, right click, edit container, advanced. Space within this purple area is called padding. Space outside of it is called margin. We need more padding, space within. So we're going to right click, edit container, advanced. We're going to change this. I love to use emphasis. All right. We're going to add some space there, and we're going to add some space to the bottom as well. And that looks like what we've been working with. So we can delete this section. It's a section that came with the template. We can delete it, and we have the same thing right here yet again. All right. So that is how you're going to go ahead and edit your template. It's very simple. Scrolling down, you don't know what made this. You just hover over, right click, edit column, and you go to style, you go to advanced, and you see the stuff. You click on this and you edit column, which is from the previous way to do websites. You go to style and you see something here. Now you don't know how to get this image. You just click where it is, edit column, style, background, and there's the image. It's the same thing with everything that you're going to see. We don't know what this is. You see the purple pencil, edit, and you see everything here. You click on that and you see some options. You can change it. Let's use the big elephant, and there we go. That is how you are going to go ahead and edit the website template. Now, the thing that I promised you is that we're going to learn how to actually build the website. So to learn how to build a website, there are a few things that we need to learn how to do. First is that we need to set up our global fonts and our global colors. What we're going to do is we're going to set up our global colors and fonts. The way that we do that is we're going to go to this little thing right here. It's called a hamburger icon. Going to click on it, go to site settings, and we're going to be presented with a menu of global colors, global fonts, typography, etc., etc. And this is just saying that everywhere on the website, this is the default color, default fonts that are available to us. Let's go ahead and set up our fonts because our fonts are going to be easy. The primary font, we are going to keep it at Roboto. We can click and change it to Poppins or Carla or Lato or Open Sans. You get the idea. And this is just like Microsoft Word. You can change the font weight, you can transform, you can change the style, etc., etc. It's the same with the secondary, so we're not going to be changing the font, but I'll show you how to do it. The same thing here. And this is going to be for your H2s and so on. And for the actual text, like the body text right here, the five boxing wizards jump quickly. Yeah. So you can change that to something else. Let me just show you what that looks like with something that's clearly different. I'm going to use Carla. If we change that to Carla, then we notice that there's a change right here. And if we change it to 900, we notice there's a change. So I'm just going to see if I can go back, and that should do it. Update, close, site settings. So that's it for global fonts. Now for global colors, what we're going to do is we're not going to change too much, but we're going to go to coolers.com. I always use this site. I'm pretty sure coolers.com. I'm pretty sure there are other websites that you can use to generate a color palette. I like to explore trending palettes, and I like to just pick some colors. All right, so I don't know what I'm going to work with for this one. We have some oranges going on in our current design, some oranges, some yellows. So maybe this one is a good start. Or maybe we can use this or this or this. And that will be added here for our orange. So I'm going to say dark orange. And we're going to get a light orange or yellow, so that whenever we hover over, it highlights, it gets a little bit brighter. Light orange. We're going to need our blacks, so we're going to get a full black. And we're going to get a lighter black that is not so extreme. And if there's such a color as light black, here it is. Don't laugh at me in the comment section. We're going to also get ourselves a full white. All right. And we're also going to get ourselves something that is kind of white, but it's not all the way there. And I like EEE or EFE, dark white. So this is how I name them, not because that's the right name, but because that helps me to understand pretty easily which of the whites I'm using. That's what I'm going to go with. And you'll see the difference very shortly. And our primary color is going to be, let's use this dark blue for our primary color, blue and orange for our website. This is our primary. Our secondary is going to be something lighter. Let's use this for our secondary. Our text is okay, and our accent. So we have blue and orange. Yeah. So I'm going to use this for our accent. And there we go. So we have our global colors set up. Next thing we're going to do is our typography. This is typography. You'll see as we get there. All right. So for typography, our links, I'm going to ensure all our links are in our secondary color. I'm also going to ensure that our H1s are in our primary color. Our H2s are in our secondary color, and everything else is in our secondary color. And this is perhaps going to make the website look pretty ugly, but don't worry about it, guys. We're not necessarily going to be doing this for a beautiful website just to teach you how. Actually, let's make the website beautiful. Let's make the website beautiful. And let's make it a free download available for you guys once we're done. All right, so that's kind of what's happening here. And we have set up our colors and typography. Global colors and global colors and fonts and typography. What we're going to do now is we're going to actually build a page. And the page that we're going to, matter of fact, let's go and view page, because now we're learning how to build a website. So let's say that we have all these pages on our website and we need to learn how to create a page. We're going to create a testimonial page. So we're going to go to dashboard. We are going to go to pages. And we're going to go add new page. The testimonial page is rather easy to make. So we're going to make a FAQ page, FAQ. And we're going to, I like to just hit publish because I'm just going to go ahead and make it, but you can save draft, then edit with Elementor. All right. One of the things that I love to do is I like to keep the same layout. So I go to about, and the hero section from the about is similar to the hero section from the contact us, similar to the hero section from the services. So I like to copy this hero. So I go to edit with Elementor. Now we have created a page, and having created the page, we now need to add content to that page. The first piece of content is going to be what's called the above the fold, the hero section. And the hero section is right here. This that you see right here, the first thing that appears. I'm just going to go ahead and copy. I'm going to go to the page that we're creating, and I am going to paste. Now, if we do this, you realize that we don't have the same thing happening. Why? Because this is a transparent header, and this is not a transparent header. So we need to figure out how to make this a transparent header. To do that, we're going to go back. So we're going to exit this post. Sure. Apply, leave. And we are going to go here to settings. Let me first reduce my size, move myself out of the way. And advanced settings, transparent header enabled. And that's good. We're going to update. And that's okay. So we're going to view page now. And now we have our transparent header because it's FAQ in the URL, but the thing wasn't updated here. So we're just going to go ahead and fix that right now. So we're going to change this to FAQ. If we had Elementor Premium, what we could have done is we could have used this right here to select a dynamic tag. So whatever page title we have would automatically be generated here. Would save us a lot of work. I don't like this background image for FAQ. So we're going to look for a background picture. We can get pictures on Pixabay. You guys can have your own pictures to upload. So let's just find something stock for right now. We are going to do customer support. That should give us something really nice. And yes, matter of fact, let's search FAQ. Maybe there's something really good for FAQ. And if not, we'll just go back. All right, so this looks good for FAQ, frequently asked questions, FAQ. This looks good. And this looks good as well. So I'm going to go ahead with this. Download. All right, let's see how this looks right here. It is section style. We are going to upload. Now that we're uploaded, let's see what's happening. That doesn't really fit the theme of our website. So let's go to real estate. Let's get something pertaining to houses and so on. That's a really beautiful bathroom. So I'm going to go ahead and download this I am going to go ahead and upload it. You guys know how, there we go, center, and I'm going to go bottom center for this one. There we go, and that's our FAQ hero. It looks good. Now we need to add some questions to our FAQ page. So how I'm going to do this is I'm just going to move myself out of the way again. I'm going to add a section. It's going to be a Flexbox item. The content is going to flow top to bottom. Click here, grab a heading. This is going to be a subheading, by the way. So we're going to say, get quick answers to your questions. We are going to center. We are going H3. That's good. We are going to get a heading now. And we are going to say frequently asked questions. All right. We are going to center. That's spelled correctly. All right. Now that we have this going on, I'm going to change the background to background type classic. We are going for the full white. So I showed you about white and dark white. These are the colors that we made. Our light orange, our primary, secondary, text, accent, dark orange, our black, our light black, or white, or dark white. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you white. So this is white. And I'm going to show you dark white. So let me just duplicate it and you'll see it. Style. And this is going to be dark white. And if you look at it, you're going to notice a difference in color between here and here. So that's what I meant when I said white and dark white. And I will add some aesthetics to the website. All right, now, so we have a section here and we're just adding content before we design and style, guys. So we're going to add what's called an accordion. Now, an accordion is going to give us all the information that we need for our FAQs really easily. And this is what an accordion looks like. I'm just going to duplicate this to about 8 of them. I don't know. 1, 2, just to make it look a little bit more appealing. It doesn't have to be lazy work completely, not because we're not completing the website. All right. So we're going to go 5 and come on. 6 and 7. 7 is God's number. So let's leave it at 7. And this is going to be how long does it take to build a house? We could also have another one that says, do you open on Labor Day? Do you work on weekends? Not Labor Day. And this is what you're going to do for your FAQ section. Now, here's the thing that I want you guys to consider. This is our FAQ section. Now that we have our FAQ section, let's add a call to action that's going to say, all right, now that you've have your questions answered, let's go ahead and work with us. We're going to do that in the form of a button. And you guys know how to do buttons already. I'm not going to be very slow here. I'm going to put work with us. And this is going to be the get started page. Do we have a get started page? We do not. I'm just going to put it on a contact page because that's the next page that we're going to work on, guys. And this is our default button. Now, this isn't much to look at, but we want our FAQ page to be very short, sweet, and to the point, not too distracting, not too many images. So we're going to go ahead and format. Just look at what I'm doing because I have taught you guys very well. You are all web developers at this stage. All right. So we're going to add some padding to add some space within the element, and the margin will be space outside the element. There's a video below about margin and padding. You can go ahead and watch that. This is a little bit too big. We are going to change the size. Get quick answers to your questions. We are going to transform by capitalize and frequently asked questions. That is beautiful. And notice, guys, that this is not necessarily black. This is actually the text color that we selected here for secondary because this is an H2. So if you go primary, that's a little bit darker. And if we go secondary, it's a little bit lighter. And that works wonderfully with our orange. All right. So this is what we're doing here. I love what's happening here. accordions do offer a bit of design preferences. Let me show what I mean. A bit more design options. Sorry, let me show what I mean. So for our title, the background color, I'll leave it. The active color, however, I will change to our accent, or I think I will change it to our blue. And no, I'm going to keep it at orange, but I'm going to go dark orange. And our icon, I'm going to keep it at light orange, or I can go dark orange. And our content, we can leave it as it is. And this is just how you can go ahead and edit your accordion. There are a lot of options that you can choose from, and it can get rather beautiful, but I want to be simple. Now, the thing that is happening here that I don't like is this is kind of spread out, not very beautiful. So I'm going to change our content width. All right. Okay, that looks like it. Content, this is centered, centered, centered. We are going to add some space beneath the accordion so that our call to action is not too close. This is where the margin comes in, space outside the element. There we go. And this is our work with us. And you notice the color highlights. Beautiful. And that right there could be our FAQ page. Nothing too too outlandish. Go ahead and view page. We are going to notice rather quickly that we don't have FAQ in our menu. So let's add FAQ to our menu so that we have access to our FAQ page. We're going to go to construction, menu, or what we can do is we can go, I'll show you just a second. We can go to construction company, appearance, menus. It's the same thing. In our primary menu, on our menu page, we're going to see a few options here. Select the menu to edit. We want to edit the primary menu, which is right here. And there's going to be a menu above the primary that's above here. And we're going to have a footer menu as well. You're going to see them aptly named right here. So this is right here, main, primary menu, off canvas menu, and here's our services. Our services though is right here. Right here. The font is a bit hard to see because I changed it, but we can fix that rather shortly. So we're going to click page, FAQ to add to menu. Where do we want our FAQ? Well, if we look at this, we know that we have home, project, services, about, and contact us. I don't like it this way. As a matter of fact, I don't like having a home page, so I'm going to remove that. I like to have the about. And the reason why I remove it, guys, is because the logo is going to take us back home. So it's a bit redundant to have home and logo leading back to the home page. So we don't want the home page. We're going to have about, services, projects, contact us, and FAQ. I'm going to put the FAQ page on the contact page. When we do this, it's going to become a submenu. And what that means is that we're going to have a drop down here, and under contact us, once we hover here, we're going to see FAQ. So that is good. And let's go ahead and save menu. Now that we have saved our menu, let's go ahead and refresh. Although, come to think of it, this was an edited page, so it's going to take some time to refresh. About, services, projects, contact us. Now, the drop-down menu isn't much to look at. We're going to fix that shortly. So what we're going to do actually is we're going to go back to pages, and we're going to work on our contact page. So contact, edit with Elementor, open link in new tab. The reason why I do it this way, I'll close this. And I don't need it. Actually, let's get a background image for our contact page. So let's look for kitchens. Pixabay is not giving me the type of pictures that I want. So let's go to Pexels, real estate, house. Okay. All right. I'm going to use this one. For our contact page, we are going to change the background image. We are going to upload that file we just add to our page now. All right, that looks good. Top center so we can see more of it. Nope. And let's see what happens at the bottom center. Not at all. So center is the best that we can do. All right, so the thing that I don't like about this contact page is, as they would realize, there isn't a contact form here. That there isn't a form that we can complete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some changes. So let me look to see if there's a link to this button. So there isn't a link either. All right. And as you can see, this is, I don't know if I like this design preference. It looks a little bit janky. So I'm going to go ahead and center, and I am going to center. And this looks a lot better than this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same. Center, center. I'm going to center and center. Now, before we get to this section, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another section, Flexbox, content flowing downwards. This is going to be a subheading, and then it's going to be a main heading. So you know the drill. H3, we are here to help. That looks like I'm a little bit not very good at what I'm doing. So we are here to help. Contact us. And there's a SEO reason why we add the contact us in H2 after. So we're just going to go ahead and center. Now what we need here is we need what's called a form. So I think we have WP forms installed. All right, so just going to drag that here. All right, let's see if we have a contact form. Simple contact form is here. Very good. We don't want the form to be that big, so we're going to change again the width of our content. All right, we're here to help. We also are going to edit container. We are going to add some space within. So the space within is going to be margin. I'm going emphasis 5 is what I'm going to do. Bottom is going to be emphasis 3. This looks good. I'm going to change the background to our dark white. All right, there's that. And now we have full white here, our branches. I'm noticing that our subheadings are in yellow. So I'm just going to change that like this. And I'm going to change this like this. So paste style. And yeah, so there we go. All right, contact us. Now, what I'm going to also say right here, so there's contact us, our branches. All right, I'm going to add another section here, Flexbox content style flowing downwards. I'm going to say, get quick answers to your questions. All right, this is going to be H3 yet again. There's going to be some text, lorem ipsum, and then there's going to be a button that leads to the FAQ page. FAQ. To link to the FAQ page, we click the link, remove the hash, type in FAQ or the name of the page, or we can paste in the link, and we are good. Update. Now for this section, I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to first add some space within. Emphasis 4. That looks good. Style the background, however, is I'm going to change the background to our primary. And when we hover, I'm going to change it to our secondary. I am going to, so you notice what's happening here. So I'm going to change the color of our font from that to white, and from this to dark white. I'm going to change the content. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the hover. I'm going to change from that to light black. I don't want to get light, I want to get darker. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to move this section, and it's going to separate the contact page from the branch details. All right. I'm going to also change the color of the heading to our accent color. And actually, I'm going to change it to light orange. So get quick answers to your questions. And that's what we're going to have. I don't like the hover too much. It's kind of too interactive. We don't want a whole section highlighted. So the hover, I'm just going to remove the color whenever we hover. And yeah. And yep. And yes. So that's what we're going to be doing for our contact page. We have the map. You can go ahead and edit the information as you feel fit. And yes, that's how we're going to do that. Now, the next thing I want to work on is I want to work on the background of this section right here, of the drop down. To do that, after we've updated and saved our changes, we are going to click here. We are going to go to exit, update, ensure everything is all saved. We're going to go to our WP dashboard, appearance, customize. And this is the Astra header builder that we're going to be working with right now. A very easy way to work with it. Wherever we see a link that we want to work on, so I want to work on the drop down of this page, I'm just going to click right here, click that little pencil. Notice what we have here. So we have the logo. We have something, we don't know what this is, but it says here it's HTML. So we say, all right. And we have some social icon. We have a button. We have nothing in the middle. And we have a menu. All right, so we're going to work on the menu. We're going to go to header builder, transparent header. We are going to go to design, and the submenu is what we're looking for. The background of the submenu is going to be, and there we go. And that's it for the submenu text. It's all right as it looks, I guess. What do you guys think? Sometimes I have to get the opinion of another designer. So when we hover over it, this is what happens for the submenu. I'm not very proud of it. I don't look at it and say, wow, that's beautiful. Perhaps maybe if I go solid black, that would help. Yeah, that looks better. I guess we can go solid black for now. I guess we can go there. But we fixed the menu. I'm going to go ahead and work on the footer. So this footer needs some work because this has the font change. So I'm just going to go ahead and click here, services. I'm going to change first the background color of this section. So we know that there's a huge section right here. I'm going to design, background. I'm going to change it to blue. That works good for me. I need to change this right here to yellow. And I know where to change it, but first let me just change this to a darker background. So I'm going to use this one. Yeah, that's okay. I need to change this to yellow. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to have to change the link color in the main setting. That's what we changed right here. So there isn't a way, I suppose, to go ahead and change that. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change the link color. That's the way that I have to do this. I'm going to have to change the link color in the Elementor global settings. So matter of fact, let me go back so you guys can see the change. I'm going to go to a page, edit with Elementor. Hope you guys haven't been lost. All right, we're going to go here, side settings, remember this. So let's look at our global typography. This is the link color. I want you to see what's going to happen right now. So when I change this to our dark orange, you notice what happens? So that's how we change that. The problem is that if we have a white background here, I'm not certain how that's going to be well received or not. But yeah, that's how we're going to do that. And really, that is how we're going to go ahead and design our website. So let's just go ahead and view page. We have the contact us page. All right, that's good. We are here to help. Contact us. This is our section, our FAQ, our branch contact details. We know how to edit this, guys. And that's the best part about it. We can go ahead and add our logo and so on. We know how to use the header and footer builder, don't we? We have added our FAQ page. And like I said, if you want to go ahead and edit this section, you want to change this information, you're going to go back to dashboard. You're going to go to appearance and customize. When you go to appearance and customize, you're going to see everything that you want to have it pop up. So I'm just going to go ahead and edit this. And I'm going to change it to email us info@zeilhan.com. And we are going to publish that. And there's how we're going to do that. And we're going to change in the footer. We're going to change the footer to something else, anything. Click here, add an image, upload. I don't need to upload. I'm just going to go from the media library because I'm adding the logo right here. We're going to go ahead and add that. There we go. And we're going to change that. Change it. And we're going to put it all the way at the top. There we go. This section right here is going to be deleted. And this section right here is going to be deleted. And there we go. We can change this text to Zeilhan Web Development. That's not the name. We're Zeilhan. We do web development and software and so on. But yes. And that is how we're going to go ahead and edit that. I'm going to change the copyright from construction company, site title. So let me just go ahead, publish. All right, so close here. Change the site title. Go to general. And we're going to see site title appear. We're going to change it to Zeilhan Web Development. All right. And what we have here is a global, let's call it a variable. So whatever is stored in the variable site title is going to put here. Whatever is stored in current year is going to be placed here. And we know what the copyright is. So to change what's in the variable of site title, so anywhere we change the variable, everywhere that this variable is called, the content is going to change. So the content was construction company. We've now changed it to Zeilhan Web Development. If we go to the contact page, about page, or any other page, it's going to say whatever this reference is. So we can change it one place, which is here, and it's going to be changed to the entire website. So let's just go ahead and experience that. So that's what that is right there. That week starts on Sunday. That's how I know how it goes. Zeilhan Web Development. We are going to refresh, updated. All right. Zeilhan Web Development. We notice that there are WordPress symbols in the top. So we want to change it. It's called a favor icon or a site icon. We're going to change that to our own logo. To do that, we're going to go to global. No, we're going to go to site identity. Sorry. Site icon. We are going to select our logo. Actually, I'm going to use the purple one or the colored one because I love it. And that is going to update. And we're going to publish. Site title and logo settings. This is our logo. Different logo for retina devices. Not really. And yes, now what I want to take a look at, guys. So I'm going to just go ahead and refresh this. I'm going to close that as well. I'm trying to get the site icon to load. Or what I could do is I could just go incognito, seeing that I'm not doing it on the server. And let's see what happens. So it's not, yes. So it's uploaded, guys. It's changed. So what I want to say, guys, is this is what our website currently looks like. We can go ahead and redesign this completely. We can build everything from the ground up. That is what we're going to be doing in our tutorials going forward. We're going to do a lot of work in terms of designing our websites and so on. But you know how to edit the template. You know how to add a page. You know how to create your own content, how to add links, how to add pictures. It's the same way to add videos, how to style. This is a very good introduction for beginners to the world of web development. And I don't like how this looks. It's just a matter of alignment. You can change it. Here is a link as well. There's so much that we can do going forward, guys. And the idea here is that you've been given all the tools necessary to get started in designing your own website. So one of the final things I want to teach you guys before we finish this tutorial is the idea of a responsive website. Now, a responsive website is simply a website that whenever you view it on your desktop or your tablet or on your mobile phone, it looks pretty much the same. It works pretty much the same. There might be some differences, of course, but for the most part, it works the same and it looks the same and it still feels good. And this is important because over 80% of the internet is accessed by mobile devices, especially in developing and third world countries. So if your website is not optimized for mobile, which most times if it's not responsive, that's what's going to be happening, then you're going to be losing like 80% of your potential traffic just because of that. It's also bad for SEO. So how do we build a responsive website in WordPress and Elementor? Well, very easy. You go to the page. So we're going to use this example on the contact page. Let me just reduce the size of me because I am not the focus of this tutorial. We are going to go to edit with Elementor. And once we're here on the edit with Elementor page. Once the Elementor is activated to edit the page, we're going to go right here on our screen. We'll see this little icon. This is for responsive mode. We're going to click that and it's going to show us the website in different screen sizes. And that's really what responsive website is. Different screen sizes. Mobile screens are smaller than tablets, which are smaller than desktops, which I guess are smaller than TVs. So we're going to see different screen sizes. So we're going to click on the mobile portrait. And this is what our website looks like on mobile as it is. All right. And this is what it's going to be if we continue with this design as it is. There isn't much that needs to be done on this website, as you can see. So what we're going to do is we're just going to leave it as it is, but there are going to be a few changes. First is that I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. No, I'm going to make this smaller. So I'm going to make the subheading a little bit smaller, probably 14 pixels. All right, that looks good. This should be about 16 pixels, I hope. 29 pixels, okay. We need some space from the screen. So if you leave this as it is, you're gonna have a warning from Google Search Console that's gonna say, hey, this is not fitting on your screen, needs space and so on. So what we're gonna do is to add this space, we're gonna go to the container that this is in, and you see the purple outline yet again. So we're just gonna click here. In a container, we're going to do padding. Now, remember, padding is space within the container. Like we said, there's also a tutorial in the description that you can use to learn more about margins and padding. So we're going to add one emphasis to the left. Or nope. Let's do that. We're going to add one emphasis to the left, one emphasis to the right. We had 5 in the top at first, and we had 3 in the bottom. 3 in the bottom. 5 looks a little bit much. All right. And let's see if 2 is better or 3. 3 is all right. And that's it for responsive section on the contact form. We're going to go ahead and do the same here. So we're just going to change the size of this to see if it looks, you can just eye test it, guys. There's no set number that it has to be 20 pixels or anything like that. Not to my knowledge, at least. So we're just going to go ahead and see what looks good. That looks all right. Edit container, we're going to go ahead and do margin yet again. So this was 4. I'm going to keep the 3 idea like we've been using from the previous section. And I'm going to put 1 here, 1 here. I think we could add some more space in the top. There we go, 4, 3. Let's say 4, 4. And that's going good. Now, the other sections of the website were already made from the template. So I don't think we need to do too much in terms of these sections so we don't need to do much. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the tablet version. So we're going to click here for tablet. This is what it looks like on tablet. All right. So this, I don't know if I like where this is. I'm just going to see if I can change the location. This is not a container. That's what this is. So this is actually an intersection from before. So to edit this, we're just going to have to change the padding section. So I'm going to move this to 150 at the top, and this is going to be 100 at the bottom. And that's going to make it a little bit more centered. A little bit more, not perfect, but just enough. We still have the same situation here happening where the form stretches the entire length of the screen. So I'm just going to go ahead and change the size of the subheading. That looks good. And I don't think I need to change the size of my contact us. I think it was good as it is. Edit container now, unlock. So all right, 5 right here. I'm going to go 3 in the bottom. I'm going 2 on the right and 2 on the left. And I think that is okay for our contact form. We're going to have to do the same here, just like we did on mobile. I'm going to keep 5 actually. 5 at the top, 5 at the bottom. And I'm going to go with 2 at the left and 2 at the right. And that's good. And I think these are going to be okay as they are. I think so. So what I think I want to do is I want to change these containers where I want to have the maps side by side. So let me see if I can do that. I've had a bug in Elementor recently where I haven't been able to do that. So I'm going to change this to 33% of the screen size. And then this is going to be 66%. And I need some margin to get some space around. Actually, 10 pixels on the margin. That's good. And I don't need any padding at the top. All right. For this column, I'm going to go with a margin of 5 pixels all around. And I think this is good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to copy and paste these styles to each appropriate section. So notice I'm only pasting it to the text section or the column at this style. So paste style. And then I'm going to grab this. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste style. And I'm going to paste style. And that looks about right. Okay. All right. Not bad. I mean, I took off some of the padding here. Well, I guess I could add it back about 20. Or maybe 30 is the ideal. 28 looks like it's the ideal for this one, actually. So let's just go ahead and change it. It looks a little bit more uniform that way, guys. That's just what it is. Nothing more than that. Okay, so that looks good. Now that is how we go ahead and build a responsive website. And now whenever you view your website on desktop, beautiful, beautiful. I love what I see here. And I'm noticing here now that on desktop, there is a need for some padding at the top of the map. So let me see what's happening. Yeah, that looks better. Just gonna copy and paste style. See if that helps. That looks better. And that looks better. And if you don't need all these sections, for example, you only have one location, just go ahead and click X, and it's going to remove the sections and leave you with only one. All right, that looks good on desktop. We already did the mobile version, but let's just reaffirm, words, right? Reaffirm that we've done some good work here and everything is okay. And we can do the same scrolling up with our tablet. So you're going to have responsiveness all over. The thing I want you to see is that on desktop, we're going to have the menu. All right. So we have the menu. We're going to change the menu to a hamburger icon. All right. So you click on that and the menu comes up. And we're going to change to a hamburger icon again on the mobile and the menu comes up. And you can go ahead and change the background of this menu when you go to responsiveness yet again in appearance. Matter of fact, let me show you. So I'm going to go ahead and update this. And this is, we're going to exit. I want to show you exactly what I meant. So I'm just going to go to dashboard. I'm going to appearance, customize. We're going to go to the header builder just to make this one easy because we're just going to be doing the menus. No, let's go to the header builder and transparent header, like we said. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and hit responsiveness. We're going to go design. Now look at this. When we click here, the background is white. Let's say that we want to change this to a dark yellow. So let's say we want to go with dark yellow for the background. We're going to say menu, submenu color. No, menu color background is dark yellow. All right. I love that. The text is going to be black. All right. And I love that. The submenu is background. All right, that's good. So let's change how the hover looks. So the hover text is going to be black. Submenu color. I could use this. Okay, I guess. And that's how we're going to do it. Now, you can see that this is also somewhat optimized. It is. It's all right. It's nice. It's nice. All right, so that's that. The final thing that I want to teach you is when you go to the website, guys. So let's just go to the website and I'll show you exactly what I mean. When we go to the website, where you see the button here, get a quote. The thing that I don't like, though, is that there isn't a page for the quote. But this is an opportunity for me to show you how to make a quote request form. So we're going to make a page on how to request a quote. We're going to add a form to it, and this button is going to be linked to it. First thing that we're going to do is actually to make the form, then we're going to make the page, add it to the page, and then add the link to the page, to this button, and then we'll be done with the tutorial. So let's go over to our dashboard. We're going to make a quote request form. On our dashboard, we go to WP forms. We're going to add a new form, basically. It's going to be a very simple form. You guys will know which information you need to request for your business. So we're just going to use a simple template that they have already. So what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to use a simple contact form and I'm going to edit it. I'm not going to start from scratch because tutorial time constraints. All right, so here's what we have. It asks for your name and last name. It asks for your email. So now that we have all of this, we're going to need their contact number. So I'm just going to put that right here. We're going to click here, change the label. We don't need comment or message. What we need is project details. Project details. We're going to put what's called a placeholder text. And the placeholder text is going to give the applicant some idea of what they need to include. Tell us more about. And that's what's going to be in a placeholder. Whenever you click on this field, this placeholder is going to go away. So it's not actual text that's there, but it's shown to the reader or to the viewer to help them decide. And add one more field. Radio button is going to be, so a radio button is different from a checkbox. A checkbox, you can check multiple options. A radio button, such as this multiple choice, you can only choose one. So I'm just going to say type of project is going to be maintenance, new construction, housing development, and we can add one more, can't we? Add, and let's say that we're gonna make this one not housing development, but we're gonna make this one general inquiry. And project doesn't end with a G, it ends with a T. So that's it for our form. We're gonna go ahead and I need to rename the form. So go to setup, name my form. We are going to save. I can go ahead and copy the embed code, but I won't do it that way because I'm going to show you a very interesting way how this can be done. So we've saved. Let me save once more. We're going to close. Add new pages, or add new page. But before we do that, actually, remember I told you about copying and pasting sections. We're going to set up ourselves for that. So let's just open in a new tab, the visit site section. We are going to go to the contact us page. We are going to edit with Elementor. While we load edit with Elementor, we are going to go to add new page. This new page is going to be our project request page. We are going to publish. Normally you do draft until the page is finished, you publish if the website is live. So I'm just going to publish because this website is not live. Edit with WordPress. This is our contact us. I'm going to need a nice construction project request form. I am going to get mine from Pixabay. In the meantime, we're here. I am going to go and copy. All right. Paste. And that looks good. We are also going to change the background. So I'm going to go engineers. I know exactly which picture I'm looking for. You might have a picture at hand. There we go. One right here. Exactly what I need. Oh, this is iStart. This is paid. I don't think okay, this could work. This could work. This could get the job done. All right, so let's go ahead and get that. Meanwhile, what we see right here is the contact us page. We're going to change the background, but one step at a time, Jabez. I'm getting excited. All right, so we're going to download 1280 by 720. We have saved. We are going to change this to project. Come on, request. We're going to style. We're going to change, edit section, style, change the background. We're going to upload that new image that we just added. We are going to add that to our page. That looks good. Center, center. All right, that looks good. Now, what I want to do rather quickly is I'm going to copy this section with the form and everything from the contact page. So I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste. And remember, guys, so right here, we do not have the transparent header, but we already showed you how to do this to make it look like this, right? We already showed you how to do that. We're going to do it rather shortly. So in the meantime, we're just going to continue building our page because we're web developers at this stage. We know how to get this thing done. So we're not going to get too excited. The important part of this project page is that it's going to have the project request form. So we're going to change the subheading to, and the beautiful thing about it, guys, we have this set as responsive already. That is why we're copying and pasting, because it's already designed responsively. Once we copy and paste, we don't have to do the mobile and tablet versions again. I'll show you how. So here we are just going to change this to, let us help you build project request. So I don't even think I need to say let us help you build. Tell us more. Tell us how we can help you. And that sounds better. Project request. This is the wrong form for project request. So we're going to hover over it. We're going to copy, right click, edit WP form. We're going to change from simple contact form to project request form. And that's all we need to do. That is beautiful. Absolutely stunning, magnificent. I love this. Whenever you're designing, you just want your pages to be very simple, direct, and to the point. Don't put the contact information on the project request page. Let it stay like this. So one conversion event, and this is as it is. Now we're just going to take a look at the responsive version, just to let you know that, hey, the responsive works. Looks good, looks good, looks good. And this is just because we haven't activated our transparent header just yet. So we're good so far. And in our tablet version, yet again, just because it's not a transparent header activated as yet, I don't like how, yes, this is okay. Because it's a free version, we can't change the width of the container and so on, but that's perfectly fine. It actually gets the job done. So we're just going to go ahead and update. Now we're going to make this a transparent header. To do that, we exit, remember. We don't need those other tabs. We are going to go to, all right, let me move that. Astra, advanced settings, transparent header enabled. That has taken effect. We are going to update. We are going to view page, and we should have transparent header activated. The last thing that we need to do now is two things, actually. We need to add. So I was saying two things. The two things I had in mind is we need to add a project request form to the menu. I was thinking that we shouldn't, because we're going to link the button to the project request form. But I'm going to do it anyway. It might be a little bit redundant. Like I said, we had a link to the home page, but I deleted it. And I'm going to let it stay because I want to make it very obvious what we want the user or the website visitor to do. But we're going to make it in the sub menu of projects. So we're going to go to Zeilhan Web Development, or the dashboard actually. On the dashboard, we are going to go to Appearance, Customize. And remember, we're changing the link on the button in the header. So we're going to go to the header builder. On the header builder, we're going to have this little menu pop up at the bottom. That's going to say, hey, these are the elements. Let me just put myself here. We need the button. Click on the button. Get a quote. So I'm going to say request a project. Yeah, get a quote is more industry standard. I'm going to do that. So I don't have the link. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this section so I can grab the link, obviously. I'm going to close pages, all pages, project request. I'm going to copy link address, go back here and paste it in. and publish. Design now. I think I'm just going to leave the design as it is. Not going to trouble it. Now I need to change the menu. So I'm going to add a project request page to the menu as well. I want to close. Appearance, menus. Add a project request to menu. We're going to make it a submenu option on the projects. Save menu. We are going to visit website. And here we go. So we need to change how this looks. It's a small r. So I'm going to go back to menus. Click here, the drop down. And we're going to change to capital R. Do that. Save menu. All right. There we go. Visit site. Projects, project request, contact us. All right. So there we are. Now, remember guys, for everything that we have done, we have not yet prepared a website for launch. We're going to make that in a separate video, and all of our other tutorials going forward are going to have that information in it. So that's it for today. We're going to end the tutorial here. Remember that for everything that we've done here, we still haven't prepared the website to go live. We are going to create a separate tutorial on how to prepare this exact website to go live. That means we're going to have website security. We're going to have backups. We're going to have page caching so it's fast. We're going to add Google Analytics for SEO. We're going to add live chat as well. We're going to make that tutorial for you very shortly. The other thing that I want you guys to realize is that this is a lot of work. And you can have our team at Zeilhan make your website, your online business for you, because it's a lot more than a website. This is a 24/7 representation of your business. That means that whenever someone finds your business at 3 a.m., it should be able to make them into a lead. And that's what the getter code is going to do for us. See, it works. They complete their project information and so on and so forth. You can get started for only $1,500 a day, literally. And that even comes with marketing. So you can get a website and digital marketing for $1,500 per day, or you can get an entire business system. $1,500 per month, guys. Normally you pay $1,500 per month for just a Facebook marketer a few years ago. But you can get a website and some marketing. That means you can get Facebook marketing or Google ads from our team for $1,500 per month. Or you can have a complete online business built for you for $5,000 per month. That's with the marketing, that's with the business, that's with different marketing channels, etc., etc. We can figure that out. Just go ahead, set up a consultation or comment below, and we'll get back to you. Remember, guys, we're on our way to building an online community that helps you build your business online. Go ahead and hit subscribe and help us on our journey to 10,000 subscribers, which is where most YouTube channels that are really amazing get to, not 100,000. 100,000 is like 0.1% of all YouTube channels. All right, guys. That's it for today. Thank you. Hit subscribe because more tutorials are coming your way. We're going to be making the website templates available for free as well, because we're going to be building them from the ground up.